Hello guys, my name is JP. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today, I want to run something nuts. I've never personally done something crazy like build a 1,000-part ship that barely gets into orbit. I'm usually fairly efficient. But today, I want to try building something so huge that it's insane. I want to see how big I can get something to orbit. Because if you ever look on the subreddit for Kerbal Space Program, a lot of these people say they've gotten like freaking Death Star size stuff into orbit. Stock. I'm like, bullshit. Like, unless they're using the debug, the F-12 with the unbreakable parts and everything, and infinite fuel, there is no way. So, I'm just gonna make a lot of empty weight, really, here. And like, multiple stages of it. Because we know this can get into space by itself. I don't know, actually. What is the limit? Today, that is our goal. I want to see the limit of what can get into space. So I'm going to take the basic stuff, stick it on here. I know I don't need 4, but symmetry drives me nuts. This will need lights. So I have to see what I'm doing. I'm going to do kind of like I was thinking in that other episode. The last episode. And hopefully I get some kind of control out of this stupid thing when it inevitably fails. Just like that. And then just stick a 1500 on it. Mainsail. And really that's it. I want to see if something like just this can get into space. Like if I control it properly, obviously. I can't just give it full throttle and expect it to get there, although it probably would. Let's see. But I want to test the limits of certain things, and that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to test the heavy, like this. And then I've noticed another thing on the subreddit lately, it seems to be frequent anyways. There's little ion-propelled gliders in the atmosphere. I'm like, So I want to try one of those too, but that might be a separate episode. So just for today, I'm going to be testing the heavy stuff. I want to see what you can actually get into orbit on a single stage. Heavy test. Save it. And let's go. Alrighty. And I didn't put RCS on it. That's fine. Let's see. We'll try, what is this, 1/3 power for boost, for launch. See if that works first. Okay, so you can launch at 1/3 power. In fact, that looked about as fuel efficient as it was going to get. So let's see. Well, obviously this is lifting it. It's going to continue lifting it faster because it's losing weight. So let's see how high this thing can get at 1/3 power. I'm actually gonna go ahead and cut it, and I'll bring you back in when it's, when it's done lifting. So, be right back. Alright guys, I am back. We're just about to fuel. A couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. 1. Okay, close enough. As you can see here, it says we're in orbit. We actually made it to space. Like if I was any good at getting into space, which is funny for Kerbal Space Program, if I had done everything properly, like gravity turned when I should have, and fine-tuned the control once I realized I was getting into space, I probably could have made a good orbit. But now we know for sure that this thing, by itself, can get itself into space, no problem. at 1/3 power. That's about as efficient as it was going to get. It didn't break 200 before leaving the lower atmosphere. And it throttled up nicely. I mean, at the end there, once I turned, I probably could have throttled up quite a bit. And I probably would have had the orbit, but it worked perfect. I mean, that was really easy to get out here. If I'd used some solid rocket boosters on the sides to get it off that first, it probably would have been no problem at all. So, now we know, for the minimum, this can get into orbit. So the question is, once you add a payload, like a secondary stage, how much do you need to add to it? Like I was saying, how the SRBs probably would have definitely got in orbit for sure. I think with SRBs you could get the payload into orbit with no problem. So that's something to think about. So let's go ahead and go back. I'm just going to revert it since I don't need this here. So be right back. And here it is again. The wings didn't seem to really be necessary. I'm going to move the lights to somewhere else. Let's see. So as I was saying, SRBs. So we'll add the big ones. Don't want it all on the same stage. No, I'll leave it as a separate stage. And in fact, the SRBs are more likely going to be... I remember from last time when I was doing the missiles, 4 of these wasn't strong enough. Well, no, it was. So I guess for going up, it's alright. Let's move these down a little. I want the good ones, the big ones anyways. A little bit of extra power actually makes quite a bit of difference. I think I left the music up way too loud at some point. These past up a couple of episodes probably been kind of noisy. I will add aerodynamic control for the lower stage. And I'm going to go ahead and add RCS. Damn it! Why is my clicking all off today? The unnecessarily gigantic RCS tank that I don't think I've ever used a full one of those. Ever. Let's go ahead and put the usual 4 and 4. Nice and simple. Let's see if these will fit here. Yes, they will. Well, they're kind of wonky, though. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Sometimes it just puts them in an angle like that. I wonder what it's trying to center them on that's at that weird angle. It's like right there at the edge. It wants to put them in a funny position. Let me take these off first. Put this on. I think it was those that was messing with it. And then put that there. Okay. Now we have control for in space. I think that would do it. Like I said, it's just a test to see what it would take to get something into space. So I guess we'll simulate a payload. I will add just... I like using separators. I don't know why. That's the tiny one. I guess because I'm constantly having problems with the what is it? The couplers. The couplers always fail on me for some reason. I don't know why. So for our payload, we will say a moderately sized capsule, because this is super heavy actually. This is a mass of 9, so I could fit like a whole freaking ship up here. In fact, I'm just going to build a little ship for up top. Oh my god, what's going on here? There it is. Basically just going to build a second ship. A little tiny one though. Nothing too big. Actually, here I am getting picky with a design that isn't ever going to be used for anything. Needs control, obviously. And then I'm actually going to do it like this. How come sometimes those work and sometimes those don't? The world may never know. And then just 50s, I guess. I mean, ideally this will already be in space. Oh my god. I'm just going to do it up here and move it down. So this will simulate like a lander. Ideally, that's what this is for. Oh my god, this got complicated fast. Where are these? Why are they down there? What's going on here? This whole stage is in the wrong spot because I built it backwards. We want these first. Right? Yeah. Oh my god. Go. There. For some reason that one is by itself. Oh my god, that was loud. Somebody said the dumpster. Jesus Christ. I don't think it's ever happened on a video for me yet. Somebody hit the dumpster. That was horrifying. Especially when I'm all coffeeed up. I'm all like super hyper right now. Okay, it's fixed. It's gotta add some lights and we're good. So you can actually see shit in space. That's the problem with that subreddit is people will build things, amazing things, and then take pictures of it, and it's like, oh, you can't see it. You can't see shit. Okay, so payload simulated. That took longer than it should have. Spent more time on the payload than I did on the damn rocket. Seems retarded. Okay, we're good. Heavy test 2. Let's just keep going. This is already taking too long. Well, that was wobbly. Anyways, our test here is just for the bottom part. The top part is of no consequence. Although I did realize I probably need to restage this so this goes off at the same time. And not so much power. But let's just go ahead and go. Looking good. And I think right here will confirm my theory too. Yes, the 215s on a TL, what is it, 800? Or whatever, T800, something like that. They waste fuel at the same rate as the mainsail on a Rockomax, what is it, 32? 64, so you know what I mean, the big orange one. They waste fuel at the same rate, so this stage was unnecessary. They will all run at the same time. Gotta watch our speed. We're gonna bring it down just a little. Basically, I don't want it going any faster than like 120 down here. That's just personal preference. Probably not the most fuel-efficient preference, but I've never had problems before. So anyways, I will bring you back again when we are ready to get this, when we see when this stage runs out, really. So, be right back once again. Alright guys, I am back. I have gravity turned, I have throttled up out of the lower atmosphere. I think we're screwed. Let's... Holy shit! No, catch it! Jesus Christ! I can't believe it was gonna leave me back there with that thing. This is going like a bat out of hell, man. Jesus Christ. But that thing only got us to... It did not get us into orbit. That's for damn sure. Much less into space on itself. So, a single stage using the Rockomax, even boosted properly, won't get into orbit. So I gotta make a note of that. From now on I need to... I need to have at least 3 stages for a rocket, pretty much. Like, the only reason this is going to work right now is because I have a big 650 on the back of this thing. That's basically the second stage. Man, even these 50 powers are really good with this thing. I mean, these aren't even very good. I'm just wasting fuel at this point, and it's still going. I didn't even put RCS control on this thing. I don't know why I hit RCS. And we have some kind of orbit. Okay, it's actually probably going to come down. No, it'll come down significantly lower, probably right there. So that works. With another stage, like if I'd done this stage this properly instead, this could have all worked out. So now we know what to do. I feel like it didn't change the camera properly. This feels weird. Anyways, that's my testing for the day. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to check things like that. Next time I'm going to try to build a little ion glider for the inside the atmosphere. My goal will be to land it at the other runway. So, that's probably not going to end well. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name is JP, and I will see you next time with more Kerbal Space Program.